I'm Captain Meck, a Brit who is fascinated by America and its food. More of a quick bonus video today, as I will be trying a selection of potato chips from America and Canada. Welcome in, my friends. Firstly, the response to my biscuits and gravy video last week has been wonderful. Thank you so much to all of you who have taken the time to watch it and to comment. We all now know that I need to work on my biscuits. If you haven't yet watched my biscuits and gravy video, click the link on the screen somewhere now and give it a look. So this week is a little bit different. There won't be any cooking footage. There's not going to be any Meck's research, and there's not going to be any Ask the Audience. What's going on, Meck? Well, a relative of mine recently visited the States and Canada. She came back with a bag stuffed full of sweet treats and different types of potato chips. Those who check out my community channel would have seen the photo I took of all the things that she brought back. I did ask my audience as to how I should do a video about them. Most people said, why don't you do all the potato chips in one and then the sweet stuff in another? So that is what I'm going to do today. If you stay to the end of the video, I will tell you about the one souvenir that I wanted to get from my one trip to the United States, and you will never ever guess what it is. Find out at the end of the video. I have them all here. It's very exciting. So I've got the classic flavour Lay's down here, which I'm assuming is salted. I don't know. I've also got ketchup. Now this is the thing, right? I think maybe these are from Canada, as are these crispers. These look terrifying. These are ketchup flavoured as well, and again from Canada. I don't know whether Canada are more into ketchup flavoured snacks. I don't know. Again, on this channel, I have to assume everything until you guys correct me. We've also got some crunchy Cheetos. Now, we do have these in the UK, but it'd be fascinating to try them and see if they're different from the ones we have. These are the ones I'm kind of most excited about. Miss Vickie's jalapeno kettle chips. And I think the best one, the one that wins, I'm going to let Squadron Leader try them. Now, Squadron Leader has never tried any of the food on this channel before. He's only in the research corner. Now, of course, here in the UK, we call these crisps, not potato chips. I will do my best to refer to these as chips today for you guys, getting in with the American lingo. Let's start with Lay's. Classic. Now, Walker's, the equivalent branding, I think, here in the UK, these would be called ready salted, meaning they have salted them already for you to eat. Now, that may sound like a strange thing to you guys. I don't know if you have ready salted, that term in the States. But you can also buy potato chips here called salt and shake. So they are unsalted potato chips, and they come with a little blue packet of salt, which you then open and pour in there according to taste. But I think maybe they were the precursor. So after the salt and shake, where you had to salt your own potato chip, came ready salted. They've already done it for you. They smell like salted potato chips. Let's give them a go. Be interesting to see if they taste any different from Walker's. Okay, I'm gonna get right in there. Very tasty. I would say if there was one difference, these are saltier than the Walker's ready salted. These are just a little bit more salty punch to them, but pretty much exactly the same. Cheesy Cheetos with the panther. No, he's not a panther, is he? He's not a tiger. Cheetah, because it's called Cheetos, so he's a cheetah. Meck. Faux pas. Cheetos we can get in the UK, so I don't imagine these are going to be that much different. They are different. I'm guessing it's something to do with the oil that they're cooked in, maybe? There is an underlying slightly different flavour to the ones we have here in the UK. Ah, pretty good though. I always love that ramped up, hyper fake cheese flavour. Those are nice. Moving on to the slightly more unusual ones. Back to Lay's, but this time ketchup flavour. Now, of course, we love our ketchup, the Brits. You can't get ketchup flavoured potato chips in the UK. You guys must have ketchup flavoured chips as well in the States, right? It's not just a Canadian thing. But they look so weird. Look at those in my lights. Oh, they're really strange looking. Okay, let's do it. That is unusual. The first thing I would say is it does not taste of ketchup. Barely even taste of tomato, but it's got a strong flavour. I can't work out what that is. The first thing I get is Worcestershire sauce, which again is quite a British thing. You used to be able to get Worcestershire sauce flavoured potato chips in the UK by Walkers. They were great, loved those, and pickled onion flavoured. They've kind of died a death though. So the first thing I get is that tanginess, which reminds me of the Worcestershire sauce flavoured potato chips. Then something else comes along underneath. It's fruity and it's almost like cloves, weirdly. That is what I'm getting, an underlying taste of cloves. I don't dislike them at all. I'd happily eat a bag of them, but I couldn't, they don't taste like ketchup to me. They taste like Worcestershire sauce and cloves. That's not going to work in marketing, is it? As a flavour of potato chip. Best go for ketchup and just keep your fingers crossed. Very unusual. Now these look a little bit more artisan, don't they? I thought kettle chips, as I was growing up, were just a British thing. And then I saw like an old episode of something like Beverly Hills 90210, or like a really old Friends episode, and they had a bag of kettle chips and it blew me away. Because I thought there was some niche little British potato factory that were making these things, and then realised no, they're not. They're global and probably started in the States. That's why they're called kettle chips. The American word should have been a clue to me there, shouldn't it? Okay. The chips themselves are better because they're that lovely kind of deep fried, crunchy, thick cut kind of artisanal type thing. They don't really taste of anything, and it's only when you swallow it and then you get the chili hit in your mouth. So my mouth is now on fire, which is pleasant. A little bit disappointed though. There's not a real kick of flavour there. One thing I have to say is welcome. We have a new Super Meck, Old Man Vax. He actually became a Super Meck about 3 weeks ago. I did not see any notification. I don't get told when I get new members. I just have to find them about 5 layers deep in the analytics. So I had not seen it. So welcome, Old Man Vax. I appreciate you joining the community. You now have access to lots of little fun emojis. I will always respond to you in the comments. And generally you are just showing me a bit of love and support. So I really, really appreciate it. Thank you. If you would like to join and become a Super Meck, click the join button at the top of the channel. It will give you all the details. Failing that, a like, a comment, a subscribe for $3.99. A subscribe will simply allow you to be notified when I post a new video, so you can be first in. These are the ones that are freaking me out. Crispers, intense baked snacks, and of course, ketchup flavour. So we're back to the ketchup again. Worcestershire sauce and cloves. They don't come in a normal packet either. They're a special sealed packet, which makes it seem all the more. Right. They look less offensive than they do there. That looks like a villain out of a Marvel movie or something. I have to double check my opinion. I'll get loads in. I don't know what to make of these. So it is a different ketchup flavour from the Lay's. We haven't got Worcestershire sauce and cloves going on. Again, I don't know what it is. I like the texture. The texture is really nice. It's more like crackers than potato chips. Flavour is just so strange. It's like it just can't make up its mind what it is. So in my mouth, it's just having a whole argument with itself about what it actually tastes of. I get a little bit of cinnamon comes through. I mean, I'll eat them. Do you know what I'd eat them with? Little cubes of cheddar cheese. Oh, they would work well with that. I think they need a little bit of cheese to just tame the crazy, weird tomatoey-ness that's going on. They do it really well. None of them are amazing. Caveat explanation, everyone. I know that America and Canada has amazing potato chips, right? I just don't have them here. This is a weird random selection that my relative probably grabbed as she was running through the airport to get to her flight. But just because I don't love any of these, I'm not dissing potato chips in America or Canada. I just haven't had the really good ones. Which ones to give to Squadron Leader? I think these, because these are the most interesting. They're a little bit weird. Squadron Leader? Come here. I would like you to try these ketchup flavoured Crispers. Thank you, Captain Meck. Well, well, well. What a turn up for the books. I have got a promotion. Wonderful. I hope the pay is increased. Also, Captain Meck, what do we have here? Crispers, ketchup flavour, all the way from the Canadian land. Most exciting. I've never seen anything like this. Let's give them a try, shall we? Well, they are very unusual looking. And a strange colour as well. Not particularly appetizing. What a shock to the system that is. A British system, of course, not quite used to these outrageous flavours that you have in those other countries abroad. Well, ketchup crispers, yes, they really are wonderful. Thank you so much for that experience, Captain Meck. I'm going to go now and polish my plane. Tatty bye. I'm guessing he wasn't that fussed. He's from a different time, so don't hold it against him, bless him. He's a bit confused. So here I am in Meck's forest, as you can see. I've got these weirdy things. I'm going to let the kids try these crispers, if I could open them. Thanks. Thanks, Mrs. Meck. And then you can tell me what you think. You can be honest. So these are ketchup flavoured. They're more like crackers.
They smell weird.
They smell weird.
It's a bit strong.
Bit strong. That's what I thought. It's a bit like...
It's very...
What do you think?
It tastes like barbecue to me.
Tastes like barbecue. Okay. But do you not like the barbecue taste? No. Okay. But it did taste like ketchup to you.
It makes at the very start, then it changed into something different. Can we try the Lay's?
Yeah, so Lay's, I think, is basically like Walkers. Yeah.
Well, I tried the plain ones, and
they're
taste
just the
exactly the same.
Plain ones are exactly the same, like
But we don't
Walkers
have
Ready Salted.
Ketchup flavoured stuff.
We don't have ketchup flavoured stuff, except ketchup. That tastes of ketchup.
That one's better.
I'm getting lots of screwed up faces and choking.
Ugh.
You all right? You don't like that one either?
No.
I bet you not like that.
I
Now-
like the Cheetos. They're good.
The Cheetos have gone down really well. Mrs. Meck tried the Cheetos. And what did you think of them, Mrs. Meck?
They were my fave.
Her favourite?
They were just like knickknacks we used to have as kids.
Yeah, so we used to get knickknacks over in this country that looked just like Cheetos, and they had... Could you get pickled onion flavoured knickknacks?
No, nice and spicy.
Nice and spicy flavoured knickknacks. Scampi.
Ugh.
Man. Those were the days. Okay, after Three Family, we're going to say bye, Americans. 1, 2, 3.
Bye, Americans.
Bye. We're now at the end of the video, and I did say that I would tell you about the one souvenir that I bought back from the States. What I wanted before I went to the States was one of those brown paper grocery bags. I saw them in every film and every sitcom that I watched from America. I always thought they were a bit strange because they didn't have handles, and you can only carry 2. And they'd be loaded with groceries and the people would stumble into their apartments. And I always used to think, what a weird design for a bag. Like, why not just put some handles on it so you can carry like 2 in each hand or 3 in each hand? That's all I wanted. And I got one and I brought it back and it was very exciting. I don't know what I did with it. I've lost it now, it's gone years ago. But I got the grocery bag. But it made me very happy at the time. It was a little piece of TV and film history because I grew up on American TV and film. And when you see that sort of basic thing that we just don't have in the UK, I just wanted it. I want one of those bags. I'm not going to put anything in it. I'm going to leave it flat. I'm just going to keep it on the side and go, that's from America. Yes. You have been potatoey and particularly chippy today. I don't mean in a bad way. Thank you so much for watching my video. Until next week, Captain Meck, out.